Okay, so we're going to do face painting, but we are going to use the good paints this time, okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to go through your table setup. When we do a carnival, these are the things that will be on your table. And when we're doing an event, you share. So that's why there's one of each just about on your tabletop. First thing you have is your trash can. And with your trash can, you're going to have to put trash, obviously. We'll go around and empty it randomly. Make sure there's no Q-tips or sponges or anything dirty that goes in here that'll stain. Wrap it in a paper towel and put it in here. You're going to have your pail. Your pail has brush cleanser inside and has some water because it's concentrated, so it's diluted. Right now, all your brushes should be face down in your cleanser. They're getting sanitized. Now, when you have a brush and it has pigment and it has paint, first you wipe it off on your napkin, and then when it's clean, then you put it in your pail. You don't want to put makeup in here, okay, just for sanitizing. You have a box of tissues, you have hand sanitizer, you have your palettes, and you have a cup of water. While I'm explaining the palettes, I need you to go ahead and take the hand sanitizer, and we're going to work on our arms. So you're going to hand sanitize the inside of your arm, the back of your hand, and your palm. Go ahead and do that. All right, meanwhile, I'm going to explain the palettes. You're used to a palette like this because it has multiple colors in it. This is the same thing as individual palettes. This is a black and white palette. When palettes are new, when you first open them, they have a plastic lining. With the plastic lining, you've got to take the lining off. So, whenever you're going and you're wiping out, you're like, why am I not picking up pigment? It's because it has a plastic lining on it. It's very hard to see sometimes. You got to peel it off, okay? These are concentrated. Some pigments are meant to be activated with alcohol, and some are meant to be activated just with water. These are activated with water, okay? So, on your table, everybody has, each partner set has a black to share. There are some pigments that we only have one of. So, for example, this one, there's only one per table. So you're going to have to share amongst everyone in the table. Okay? Questions on that? All right, let's get started. You're going to pass the bucket around and you're going to grab a few brushes. You're going to take the brushes out of your bucket. Okay? And then you're going to rinse them off in your water. Circular rotate, rinse them off of your water, in your water. You're going to take them and you're going to tap on your napkin to get rid of the liquid. Make sure your neighbors have some brushes. We're going to work a lot with the thin brushes. So the white and the black, make sure you got a good thin brush. These are some of the designs we're going to be working on today. We're going to do them starting on the back of the hand, then from the wrist to the elbow, and the last one will be on the palm. All right, here we go. You're going to start off with the spider. We're going to start off with the black. You're right-handed, everything goes on the right-hand side. Left-handed, everything goes on the left. All right, put your hand flat on the tabletop. Okay, put your hand flat on the tabletop. You're going to come in, dip your brush into water, and then with this palette, you're going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to load your brush. Back and forth to load the brush. As you're loading the brush, you're going to see that the pigment is being transferred onto the brush. Whenever you're doing so with the brush, if you add too much water, what's going to happen is that it's going to be a lighter gray. Okay. If that happens, take your brush and tap the belly of the brush onto the paper towel so that it will absorb the extra liquid. Okay? You will notice that with these products, opposed to the ones that we've been using before, you only have to load your brush once because the pigment is so concentrated. Also, you'll notice that you barely scratch the surface of your product. That's why they're a little bit more expensive, because you don't need to buy them as often because they don't waste as much as the other ones we've been using. So, hand flat on the table. C shape. C shape to the right, C shape to the left. And you're gonna fill it in. Now you'll notice how nice, soft, smooth, silky this product goes on compared to what we've been using in the past. And it sticks when you go over it several times. It doesn't lift off. So circular fill in. Then you're gonna do the legs. So we're gonna come in and do a greater than, less than sign on both sides. If you need to reload your brush, you don't add water necessarily because the brush should already have some water. But if you do, you just very gently tap into the liquid, into the water, and then go back and reload your brush. And then you're gonna do up like a cat ear per se. On the top, on both sides, for the back legs. And then 2 on the sides, in the middle. And there you have it. There are the 8 legs to the spider. You're going to take a new brush. We're not cleaning our black one. We're going to continue using it throughout the class today. So don't clean it. Just put it to the side. You're going to take a new brush, dip it slightly into your water. And then you're going to load your brush with pigment. Back and forth, back and forth. Once the black is dry, you're going to come in and do 2 C-shaped circular rotations over the black. Now you're going to notice that it's gray, obviously, because black and white make gray. So you have to wipe your brush off on the napkin until there's no gray that comes off your brush. Then you're going to reload your brush back and forth, back and forth.
If we don't have white, can we use silver?
Silver's fine if you don't have white. Yes, ma'am. Circular rotate, add those eyes. Bless you, it'll turn gray. Wipe your brush on your napkin. Let it dry for a second, then you can go back in and add a second coat of white. Always making sure to wipe your brush as you go along. Wipe your brush to clean it. Now if you made a mistake, just take your black and fix this circle. Always wiping your brush. You're going to make a little dot in the middle of black for the pupil. And if you want to make it an angry spider, you do a V shape over the eyes in the middle of the forehead of the spider, and it's going to make it an angry spider. And there you have it. There is your spider. We're not going to wash or clean our brushes as we're going to continue using them for the next design.